What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, bringing you guys our Week 9 team builder in NPA. Your Detroit-type Nulls are taking on Coach King Bub and the Munchlaxster United. I'm really looking forward to this matchup, and if you guys are too, show some love in the like button down below. If you guys are new, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well, and I'll be sure to link Bub's channel in the description of this video. This is a really late upload tonight. I apologize. It's been a while since I battled. It has been a minute. We are literally battling as soon as this video goes up is when we got done battling, and you guys will see the battle tomorrow. But I wanted to get this video up. I'm not a fan of combo team builder battles. I like watching them, but I prefer uploading like my team builder separately to bring the hype and the anticipation for those battles. So I hope you guys do appreciate it. Like I said, a little bit of a late night upload, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Bub's team is really threatening, actually. Let me just double check records really quickly. I know we're like and he's like maybe better off. So we are right now 1-7, so I don't know how well our playoff run is looking. He is currently 2-6, so he's definitely gotten a little bit luckier than me. But as far as our run goes, you know, we're trying to play some good matches beforehand, and it has been quite some time actually since I've had a league battle. It's probably been 2 weeks since I've actually had a league battle, so we're hopefully gonna be just rejuvenated and refreshed and ready to go. You guys can see Bub's team right above my head. I'll talk about it really quickly. First up, he has the Clefable. So good in league format. I feel like it's very I feel like people either are like, I need to draft Clefable, or I will never draft Clefable again. It is very bulky. It's got good defenses, 73 defense, 90 special defense, 95 HP, good attack and special attack, 70 base attack, 95 special attack. What's really cool is that it does have two really good abilities in league format. The magic guard ability, so like poison damage, weather damage, burn damage, anything like that. Secondary effects like life orb don't hurt it. And then unaware, which means if I set up all over this thing, it doesn't really matter. No stat changes affect that. So that is something about it. It can be a cleric, it can be offensive with Calm Mind, it can do a lot of stuff. He has the Tangrowth, which is a super bulky grass type Pokemon, 100 base HP, 125 defense, 50 base special defense, and nothing too crazy there, which is why you typically see it ran with like an assault vest of some sort. Good offenses, both physical with 100 base attack and 110 base special attack. Another slow Pokemon, but the regenerator ability is, I feel like that word didn't want to come out of my mouth. Regenerator ability does allow it to, upon re-entry, gain 33% of its health back, which is something. Croat, super fast Pokemon, 130 base speed with the Inner Focus ability, so it prevents it from being flinched, and the Infiltrator, which lets it go through subs. So two pretty cool abilities. Base 90 attack and base 70 special attack. We have seen things like Nasty Bat brought in the past, just in my own personal history, not in Bub's history. But it can be like a fast taunt user. It can go for defog. It does have turn momentum with U-turn. Being able to defog, obviously, I think I said that. Being able to defog is really cool. Brave Bird just hits so hard. Flying MZ Brave Bird from that thing can hit incredibly hard. But things like Nasty Plot, Sludge Bomb, Air Cutter, Giga Drain, Heat Wave as well could also be something that he brings. He's got the Palisand, which did receive a little bit of a buff in Generation, or in Ultra Sun and Moon rather. It can now has access to setting hazards in Stealth Rocks. It's a ground ghost type. The water compaction ability, it's not a water immunity, but every time it's hit by a water move, it raises its defense by 1. So if it was an immunity, it'd be a lot cooler, but it's not, so it isn't. But pretty bulky Pokemon. 85 HP, 110 defense, 75 special defense. Does have the reliable recovery and the shore up move. Garbodor, which is a pure poison type, can set up spikes, can set up toxic spikes. Gunk Shot, knockoff. I don't think it gets knockoff. I'm not 100% sure. But pretty much it just kind of sits there in front as a pretty solid fairy check, I feel. The Audino, which I don't know if it'll come. We'll see about that. Pure normal type Pokemon. Good bulk, great bulk. 103 HP, 86 in both defenses, and it also has the Regenerator ability. So he does have a good regen core between Tangrowth and Audino. His Mega on the team is Mega Lopunny, which is so fast. 135 base speed, 136 base attack with the Scrappy ability, meaning that even if I have a ghost type, it can still hurt me. The Greninja has a base speed of 122. He can only bring Torrent Greninja, so that is something to note. He cannot have Protean Greninja. Good offenses and 95 base attack and 103 base special attack. Has a wide variety of moves, very wide variety of moves. He has the Suicune, pairing with, he's got the fast water offense, then he's got the solid water bulk in Suicune, 115 in both defenses, 100 base HP, 85 base speed with the pressure ability. So we're familiar with Suicune in league format. It is very, it can be very terrifying, especially against our team. The Sigilif, I don't know if it'll show up. Can have Magic Guard, can have Tinted Lens, can hit pretty hard with things like Air Slash, can do like the Flame Orb Psycho Shift set as well, which is really, really interesting to think about. Magneton I definitely see coming. Very good Eviolite abuser, Steel Electric type with the Magnet Pull ability. That's 100% coming. If you draft a Magneton and I have a Celesteela, I don't see why Magneton doesn't show up. But can Volt Switch around. Because it has Magnet Pull, it won't have Analytic, which is cool. Perhaps like a Spec set, or perhaps like a Life Orb set or something like that. Maybe even just bulky Eviolite offense. So that is some stuff about his team. Some notes really quickly. He does have 2 Rockers in the form of Clefable and Palisand, 2 Spikers in the form of Greninja and Garbodor, 2 Toxic Spikers in the form of Greninja and Garbodor. No spinning potential, but he does have a Defogger in the form of Crobat and I believe Sigilif as well. And then a Cleric on the team is his Clefable and his Audino. So let's talk about our team here really quickly. First up here, we have Liftoff the Celesteela. Liftoff is rocking the Shed Shell this week. Toxic, Heavy Slam, Earthquake, and Giga Drain. Damn near max HP, 252 max special defense, and 12 speed with a sassy nature. 12 speed with a sassy nature. I'll talk about that really quickly. Tangrowth uninvested hits 70 speed. Audino uninvested hits 70 speed as well. So just being able to outpace both of those is really, really cool. Being able to obviously outspeed and go for things like Heavy Slam, tossing off Toxics, and those things can be really cool. Actually, one thing I want to do, can I do this without sacrificing too much bulk? No, I can't. I was gonna try to toss it up to you. I don't want to take away too much of our bulk because we could outspeed uninvested Clefable, but with our Spadef, I don't think Clefable can do too much to us. It does have access to moves like Flamethrower too, so that is something to keep in mind, but being able to wear down things like Tangrowth, being able to wear down things like Palisand, which really can't touch us, being able to wear down things like the Audino, the Suicune as well can be very, very nice. We do have a little bit of a mixed coverage. Heavy Slam hits everything it's not a resist because I'm a Celesteela. Earthquake hits the Magneton. Giga Drain hurts the Suicune, the Palisand, and the Greninja as well. So that's Liftoff pretty much this week. Very pretty standard. With our investments, we will be receiving our base boosts in special defense, which is really, really nice. Next up here, we have the Commander. She is rocking the Dragon Dance, Roost, Frustration, and Earthquake set. 4 in HP, max attack, 48 in special defense, and 204 in speed with a Jolly nature. After 1 Dragon Dance, we do outspeed the entirety of his team, barring any Scarfers, which is really, really cool. Crobat could be a little bit, like if it's like a Fat Bat, maybe it could be a little bit of a problem. But I don't think it wants to take a +1 frustration from the Commander. Earthquake is nice for things like Garbodor and for Magneton as well. We're able to roost off any damage. If Suicune burns us, we can Dragon Dance through the burn and just kind of go from there. 48 in special defense helps us deal with things like, you know, resisted Suicune burn, potentially even a Flash Cannon for Magneton, as well as any potential ice beams or stuff like that from Greninja as well. So nothing too crazy here, nothing pretty standard set if I do have to say so myself. Cortex the Uxie, I really like this set, and I hopefully you see it put in some work. We've got Cortex the Uxie here with the leftovers. The Levitate ability, Stealth Rock, U-Turn, Psyshock, and Psych Up. 244 in HP, 188 in defense, 4 in special attack, 4 in special defense, 68 in speed with a bold nature. So this allows us to outspeed Clefable and low speed investment Suicune. If he feels like setting up with Clefable, if he feels like setting up with Suicune, we come in and we mimic those stats with Psych Up. We copy those. So if he's a Calm Mind Suicune, we go for Psych Up, we get those boosts, and then we just start tossing off Psyshocks against this thing. If he does bring the Greninja, which is his only dark type on the team, we have a lot of bulk behind us already, so whatever he decides to go for, we just U-turn and hurt that thing pretty badly. But rocks are nice. They do force the defog from the Crobat. They will also damage not Magic Guard Sigilif as well, and good chip against his team overall. Psyshock, very spammable against his team. Like I said, if he doesn't bring Greninja, or once the Greninja is down, being able to copy some what's it called? Some boosts from things like Suicune and Clefable could be very nice. I'm really looking forward to that. Also very defensive, just as kind of like a Mega Lopunny check. Nothing too crazy here. Rocky Helmet was like on my mind as far as that goes, just for the fake out return and all that, but return's still gonna hurt pretty hard. So that's why Uxie is as defensive as it is, just so we can kind of help sponge hits from Mega Lopunny. And then hopefully, like I said, if he starts Crocooning or starts Stored Powering Clefable, considering I don't really have, like, Houndoom is my dark type, so if he's like the Stored Power set with Clefable, then we just come in and click Psych Up and we're good. So that is Uxie in a nutshell. Choice Scarf Samantha with the Cursed Body ability, Trick, Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, and Psychic. 188 in HP, 4 in defense, 4 in special defense, 252 special attack with a modest nature, and 60 in speed. With this, the Scarf allows us to outspeed again his entire team. Trick is nice late game for being able to cripple things like Clefable and Tangrowth, potentially even Palisand. It is nice for being able to cripple things like the Magneton potentially as well. Suicune too. We are able to trick that, get its leftovers away. Shadow Ball is very spammable against his team once Mega Lopunny and Audino go down. Sludge Wave is nice for the Clefable and the Tangrowth. And then Psychic is really, really nice for the Mega Lopunny. If he thinks he's faster than us, we just, you know, click Psychic and get some good damage off on that thing. So that is Samantha in a nutshell right here. Blondie, bringing Blondie this week. Eviolite, Piloswine, Oblivious ability, not Thick Fat because he has no Fire type and he has no Ice type on his team. So we didn't really need the Thick Fat, so in case he's like Taunt Crobat, we can just get our rocks up first turn. Another rocker on the team here. Earthquake, Icicle Crash, and Ice Shard. 236 in HP, 252 max special defense, and 20 in speed with a Careful Nature. Again, just kind of outpacing uninvested Tangrowth, uninvested Audino as well. Being able to get huge hits off on that with things like Earthquake and stuff. I kind of want to put Toxic here, but I also like Oblivious Rocks. I also really like Oblivious Rocks, and being faster in those things is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep both rockers just to kind of keep those up, because like I said, he's only got 2 forms of hazard removal on his team, Crobat and Sigilyph, and he's got some stackers on his team. But if I can get rocks up and they're a nuisance, he has to defog away any hazards he gets too. So I'll keep both of those. And then last but not least, we have Code Red, the Buzzwole, Banded Buzzwole coming in this week. Superpower, Earthquake, Poison Jab, and Ice Punch. I don't know where that HP went. 68 in HP, 252 attack, 188 in speed with a Jolly Nature. With this, we are outpacing Timid Magneton, which is really, really cool. Being able to launch off some attacks. Once his fighting resists go down, just Banded Superpower with the Beast Boost is going to be very nice. Because Superpower, obviously, our attack and our defense drop, but then the Beast Boost will be boosting our attack back up, so we just kind of keep launching off Superpowers. Earthquake as well. Earthquake, very spammable. Poison Jab is good against Clefable and Tangrowth. Ice Punch is good against things like Crobat and Palisand on the Switch. Earthquake hits the Garbodor. Superpower hits the Audino and the Mega Lopunny and the Greninja and the Suicune. Ice Punch hits the Sigilyph, and Earthquake hits the Magneton. So definitely playing careful with this bad boy right here. I really, really do like Code Red's set this week. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Again, I apologize for the late upload, but I'm not one to want to do a Team Builder battle combo video anymore. Go show some love to King Bub. The link to his channel will be in the description of this video. Of course, if you guys are new, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang. I'm going to talk to you all soon. Later.